Twitch is live. Twitch is now where it belongs. YouTube says I'm live, but my preview has yet to show that. There we go. What time it is? It's off the look. I'm gonna be probably hating myself for most of the stream. I know this stream should be Pokemon Nuzlocke, but I just don't have time to get that set up. So, Splatoon weapon practice, and probably Nuzlocke tomorrow. If I awake for the day stream and night stream. It's, I thought my sleep schedule was back on track. But I've been sleeping too long. Hello, Azure Toast. Oh, Dracon. Saying an ellipses. So what have I got? New shirt! And nothing else in there. Okay. Hello, folks. Now, I'm going to be mostly using weapons I know I'm garbage with in the attempt of getting better with them, starting with blasters. Which I keep forgetting are shooters, don't you know? I mean, I've used one of these before. Yeah, I've used this one a bit. I do like me some bomb rushes. I think... yeah, I'm gonna try the Luna Blaster. I know run speed works, so... these are terrible maps for what I'm doing, but it's fine. This'll work out great. Trust me. And alright, folks. Okay. Ow. I thought I'd be safe from that. I am a dumb. I am a very dumb. Yeah, seeing someone play Minecraft there just reminded me. I decided where there was, you know, the question of if I would do a Minecraft series. I figured, okay, I'll pop into Minecraft, see if there's anything new. Because with the help of my girlfriend, I think I have thought of a thing that will work. And that's basically just effectively defend the village. Take a seed that's close to a village, and spend the entire existence attempting to keep the village alive. I think that would make for a neat little series. But it turns out that my Minecraft account, even though I have, never migrated it, was migrated. I don't understand. Like, why would someone steal a Minecraft account? It's Minecraft. Ow. Hifelings up. Like, so now I've basically just got a support email out attempting to get my Minecraft account back. Which is dumb. The one hilarious thing to note from that whole process, one way you can prove that you own your Minecraft account if you've lost your email is to give them the transaction code thingy that they emailed to your email that you probably don't have access to anymore and thus won't have. Like, I know they made me do security questions. What's so wrong with just asking for those? Because that's one big problem I was having with my account, was just I don't have access to the email that it's attached to, as in that email no longer exists. Which, as you might guess, causes some problems. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. It's like, what is the point? Like, oh, you saved yourself, like, $9. Good job. You probably spent more than an hour of time figuring this out. You could have just worked an hour somewhere and just bought one. Like, Minecraft's not expensive. I mean, the salt, but you're not gonna even witness the salt unless you know the person. Ow. Like, I don't understand. And even in my case, like, it's not even like I'm angry that someone hacked into my account and, you know, basically stole it. Like, I'm more just confused. I mean, I will admit, it's not like my password and stuff was actually strong. When I was a kid, I was notoriously bad for, you know, passwords being very simple. Mostly because I have the memory of a goldfish, and I could not remember an actual complicated password. Now that I've gotten older, I use very complicated passwords. I mean, I'm also not really all that angry because I didn't exactly... Oop, connection unstable. Welp! That happened. Yeah, but I am not a popular Minecraft YouTuber. I'm not even a popular YouTuber. Like, you guys just watch me because I exist. Like... There we go. It's finally disconnected me. Hope that doesn't stay a thing that just happens, is disconnections tonight. But even then, like with hacking a popular Minecraft YouTuber, just set your name to be theirs. Surely that's still possible. Like, yeah, it was Squid Party and then disconnect. And it's the same with, like, TF2, of, like, people hacking into, like, popular YouTubers' TF2 accounts purely so that they can look like them. But you can just change your name. It's not that hard. Like, just change your Steam name to look like them, and ta-da. Ow. It's so rare to be crushed by a roller. Ow. Hello, Michael Mendes. I said your name right. I may not have. I'm not the best at names. Fair enough. Ow. I know you can apparently shake that faster by moving the camera too, but like, that just is a recipe for desyncing the gyroscope. No! I got it off! I didn't think I got my storm off. I feel like I'm doing pretty bad with this thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm turfing. I am definitely turfing. But, yeah. Its range is really what's killing me. I might do better with a different Luna, though. Find them at the end of the list of shooters, because you can't just pull them all up. I'll try this one. I like the hamster ball. I'm also gonna try a swim speed loadout. Oh, no, that's not. There they are. And Schellendorf! My favorite. I hate this map. could have won that had I not been bad. Am I the only one booyahing? Are you seriously seabagging that? Like, seriously? Okay. Returned the favor. Because that's what you do to seabaggers. You just return the favor. Low end 4. Where's the... Oh. Ow. That would have been so cool if I could have fallen and killed him. Yeah, there was supposed to be one today, but I just did not have time to get it set up. I was busy all day. Like, the plan for tomorrow is to get back to Emerald. And then, hopefully next Tuesday, ow, I will get back to the Nuzlocke I was doing. I just did not have time to get it set up. Splatoon's nice and easy. I just need to plug the Switch in and go. Like, everything's always set up for it. Nice. I still have a replay of Platinum that I'm working through, slowly. I mean, the game's slow, so it makes sense that I work through it slowly, too. I just hope I can remember what I was doing in Emerald. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. But it has been quite a while. Because, well, my sleep schedule really was not working. And, oh geez, my desktop's wireless is just dying. But that's fine. Stream's fine. Everything's fine. Hello, Octo. Ow. I don't remember the levels, so couldn't tell you. I mean, I'm gonna guess you're probably good on levels. I will booyah from over here. Don't know what everyone's booyahing about, but I will booyah. Ow. Clear end. Yeah, it's fine. I almost wanted to let you splat that guy there. You need these people to be good with the E-Leader. That's the biggest hurdle you'd hit. Is getting 4 people actually good with the E-Leader. Yes, I have been hitting a few direct hits. I'm just very bad at it. Right there was one. Yeah, level grinding in Platinum takes a long time. Ow. If you're not, like, if you're trying to be above levels anyway. The game is pretty good at keeping you at the point where you can still win everything without a whole lot of effort. I was using the Kensa a bit, but I honestly, like, I was running into the problem a lot of the, oh, jeez. The soda bomb was not really doing a whole lot. I know that mostly comes from I just don't know how to use them properly, I'm willing to bet. Dang it, I've never had much problem fighting them, either, at least in Turf Wars. In ranked game modes, yeah, they're definitely annoying. In Turf War, just go somewhere else. So I basically just decided to go with the Splat Bomb. I was tempted to go with the one with the Suction Bomb Rush, but because I like me some bomb rushes. Ow. Well, X and Y, they expect you to play through the game with the experience share on, so everything is higher level. Because the experience share absolutely breaks everything. Ow. They should have really just called that the experience all, because that's what it does. It basically just gives the experience from the battle to everybody. Which ends up making the game kind of a joke. I mean, they were playing with nostalgia anyway for X and Y. So it makes sense they'd bring back the experience all, given I think that was really only a thing in the first 3 games, like Red, Blue, Yellow. Ow. Ow. What do you mean, Octo? Like, for what? There's 2 conversations going on here, a Splatoon one and a Pokemon one. new class of weapon for Splatoon. Okay, it's like a entirely new weapon. It would be neat. Not exactly sure what they could add, but... would still be kind of neat. I mean, that's what you have to do when there's a longer range sniper on the enemy team. I'm gonna give a regular blaster a try. I can't aim this special, so I'll go with this one. Like, the first Cynthia fight, that should be pretty easy. Just play through the game. Her first fight is simple. The second one, I still found is pretty simple. My team, unintentionally, was basically built to rip Cynthia's team apart. I think I'm one of the only people that's played the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum games that doesn't just fear Cynthia. Ow. I think for that fight I had a Mamoswine with Ice Shard. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a Mamoswine. It was something that had Ice Shard. It just kind of nearly one-shot her Garchomp, and then it didn't one-shot back. Man, I am bad with blasters. Ow. Staraptor's really good. Staraptor is honestly so good for a while it was being considered to be moved into Ubers. Leafeon, I will admit, is kinda bad. Ow. Floatzel's a pretty solid Pokemon for what it does. It's a good physical water type. Which is not the most common of things. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Garchomp, yeah, I think it's Garchomp you're meeting there. He's pretty good. Infernape's a great mixed attacker. And the thing, I think it's Overheat, and whichever fire move it is that reduces special attack And then... Yeah, I'm right there with you, Fox. That should not have been a win. Alright, round. I'm gonna grab a blaster I was kind of okay with last few times I used it. That being the ranged blaster. It's this one I used. Hello, Splat Marks. I don't think your chat has even been registered by Restream yet. Oh, boys. That's not good. Restream. I'm gonna need to try and work through Restream at some point. See if I can iron out some of the problems with it. I'm trying to remember few mons that might work well with the rest of your team. I would suggest like a Gliscor, and yeah, I'll get to the front requests after this one. So I know I have 2 of them now. Ow. Like I would suggest Gliscor, but Gliscor is only really good with Toxic Heal, and that's a hidden ability, so you wouldn't be able to get it. Weavile could be nice. Ice Stab will learn Ice Shard really fast. That'll basically be your answer for Garchomps. Ow. Alright, Splat Marks. I don't know why that isn't working. Restream should be working, but it has been derping out big time. Ow. I'm so bad with blasters. I'm a big fan of Mamoswine and Piloswine with Nebulite. Both of which do roughly similar jobs, but Piloswine is the tankier of the two if you have an Eviolite. Ow. I don't remember where the Eviolite is in Platinum, so I couldn't. I couldn't say for certain. Kind of stole those kills from you there, Octo. Just a reminder for everyone, after this match, I will be backing out to get to front requests, which I have received quite a few of them. True. I try to almost always leave, like, the last member of my team until, like, at least after the, 5th or 6th gym. Because there's so many Pokemon you miss out on using if you don't do that. Sometimes my final team member might not even be, like, locked in until I'm finished the 8th gym. Those are usually cases when I really want to use a dragon. Because every dragon ever is late game. I do not watch other Splattubers, Splat Marks. Also, if I'm really late replying to anything you say, it's because my chat program is, for whatever reason, not picking up Twitch. I don't know why. Alright there, Rand. Because it's made by Nintendo. Why wouldn't we talk about Pokemon in a Splatoon stream? There we go. I swear there was another one, but oh well. Wait, I have a thing. I have a snail. I would probably watch more Splattubers if I had the time. I just don't. I'm already kind of backlogged on things of the creators I'm already following, so I kind of don't want to try and find other creators to follow. I kind of don't want to use blasters anymore already. I'm so bad with them. I know I'm only gonna get better by using them, but I'm gonna try a rapid blaster of some variety. I do like me a bomb rush, so I'm gonna try this one. And I'm gonna go back to run speed, because strafing. I mean, if you like Leafeon, use Leafeon. I've never used one in a single player, but I can see how they would work in single player. I have attempted using them in competitive, and they just don't work. They require a Sun team in competitive. If they got synchronized like if it got synchronized like most of the other evolutions do, it might be a lot better. Well, I say most. Most of the other good evolutions. Evolutions are kind of disappointing. When you get into the competitive side of things, anyway. Oh, jeez. Oh, you really don't want it having Giga Drain, if I'm honest. Leafeon's a physical attacker. You want it learning Leaf Blade. Which it should learn at some point. Nintendo's pretty notorious for doing that. Of giving Pokemon that have no business knowing a move. Like, a lot of physical grass types will still learn Giga Drain for whatever reason. And it really messes a lot of people up. Ow. I think I'm doing kind of worse with this thing, but I'm having more fun with it, so... There's that. Yeah, Espeon and Umbreon are kind of... If you don't count Sylveon, they're the best two evolutions. So basically everything before X and Y, they are the best. Umbreon is just the best tank, and Espeon is the best damage. With the best abilities. Ow. Which, it feels really mean to say, but like, Vaporeon has its niche as a decent enough specially defensive water type. But there are so many water types that do that job better, like Milotic and Ludicolo, and yeah, like Tentacruel, almost every other tanky water type does its job better. Because it's just so slow. Then you get, say, Flareon, which, okay, good speed. Before Gen 4, was a special attacker. Its best move will be Flare Blitz in Gen 4 Plus. In Gens 1 through 3, don't even bother. Flareon sucks. Because all fire moves in Gen 1, 2, and 3 are special attacks. And Flareon is a physical attacker. With the introduction of it getting Guts for an ability, that helps it a bit. It would be better if you could burn Flareon for its Guts bonus, but you can't because it's a fire type. So you need to use the Toxic Orb. Jolteon is okay for the tier it's used in, but there are so many better electric types. Like, Espeon itself has the distinction of being the fastest the fastest Pokemon, really, in its generation. It is tied for being the fastest of its generation. I believe it's also the fastest evolution. Umbreon has the distinction of being the best tank. Learning many stall moves. Wish, Protect, Toxic. That's your core moveset for an Umbreon. At least in competitive. Glaceon is kinda bad. It would be better if it wasn't Ice type. I mean, Flareon's stab moves really are not. Ow. Splat Marks, if you're wondering, I am on Team Teleportation. I would go into my reasoning, but, I've gone over it a lot. And I think a lot of the regular viewers are kind of getting sick of it. Also, I really apologize if I didn't get to your comment a lot sooner. Really wish Restream was working properly. That would be great. But yeah, Flareon has good stab moves, Gen 4 onwards. At least I'm pretty sure Flare Blitz was introduced in Gen 4. It might be Gen 5. Whenever Flare Blitz was introduced is when Flareon got rather good for what it does, but there are still better Pokemon for the role. I've been playing, like, competitive Pokemon for a very long time. As you may be able to guess by my ability to just kind of spout off for a very long time. I also tend to view everything when it comes to Pokemon as if it's competitive, because I've been just doing competitive for so long. I'm kind of liking the Rapid Blaster. I mean, I'd honestly say, Octo, if you like RPGs, to, like, find an emulator and play, like, Pokemon Black and White. Which probably sounds weird, because you've probably been told in the past to play like red, blue, yellow. No, black and white. They're probably the best games for getting started and for veteran players alike. And yet people kind of hated them when they first came out for like the first week. And then people loved them. You just need a DS emulator, and they're great games. It's an RPG that's simple enough that anyone can play it, but complex enough to give people that are looking for in-depth mechanics their fix. People like me! And also Splat Marks, because I missed this one. I do know of the Splatoon manga series. I have not read it. My girlfriend is reading it. Not sure if she's reading the Splatoon 2 series, but she's definitely reading one of them. I've not really asked, so... Maps have updated. Hello, AJBF. Yeah, White is a pretty common last name. At least in the area I'm in. I really gotta pay more attention to the Twitch chat. I feel bad, 'cause, like, I'll get talking, and I'm expecting to see the Twitch messages coming up through my chat program, instead of having to try and read the tiny box I have at the side that's purely there so I can see if someone follows. Oh, this is a dumb idea. Yes, this is on the Nintendo Switch. Or, I'm sorry, this is Nintendo. The Nintendo Switch Entertainment System. Much like their cereal was the Nintendo cereal system. Oh, jeez. My right Joy-Con's derping. Joy-Con, reconnect. Reconnect, please, Joy-Con. Thank you. Probably could have taken down the Hydra had my Joy-Con not been derping like that. Oh, jeez. Why couldn't I make the jump? I know why. I have short, stubby legs. That's why. I'll replace his ink mine. I'll put one there as well. I mean, I realized I was replacing his ink mine with my ink mine. So it doesn't exactly have the same effect. That guy does not sit still. Well, lady, I apologize. We have beacons. Are they good beacons? Probably not. Except by Sailor Moon. Of course they're not going to be good. Sailor Moon's kind of dumb. Not the show, like the woman, Sailor Moon. She's kind of dumb. Ow. That anime is surprisingly good. Like, you'd expect it to be like really kiddie, but It's actually not. I try to avoid trading with X and Y and, like, the later games until I'm a good way through the game. Oh geez, this room does not seem like it's changing around at all. Starting, put the top of cough drop in my mouth. Ugh, hate mint. I know I say that just about every stream, but that's because my opinion on mint doesn't change. I still hate it. I will never not hate mint. Ow. Fair enough. I also just kind of like with the newer games, just doing like wonder trading and such, just to get competitive Pokemon. Because, like, there are some people who will just trade out fully EV, like, fully IV trained Pokemon. I say trained, bred Pokemon. Even that bred is in quotes, because they probably just generated it. Like, they didn't actually, Ow. They didn't actually breed for it. Like, even back in, you know, the older days, like, no one really actually bred for their Pokemon. I can almost guarantee you that basically no one in, like, an actual big, even Nintendo-run tournament, legitimately obtained their Pokemon. It's just too much work. Even more so if it's, like, a shiny. Like, if they're using a competitive shiny, they've generated that. Nice! I ended up getting Pokerus on my Omega Ruby. And then I started passing it around to everything because, oh, that makes EV training so much faster. EV training is, like, the worst part of playing competitive Pokemon on the actual games. Ow. No, you don't have to. And no one does. Yeah, I'll stick with this. If the room doesn't empty out a bit soon... Okay, it looks like some people are getting in now. So let's say if it doesn't empty out a bit soon, I'm gonna just switch rooms. So people can get in. A lot of times, like, I'll just use him for instance because he's come right out and said he does it. Like the PokeTuber Hayden. a lot of his competitive Wi-Fi battling, at least back in his black and white days, he generated his Pokemon via a Pokemon generator. Like, he'd create them, with basically a cheat program, and then that would be it. Nintendo has tried to make it harder to do that. They have not stopped it. Same with duplicating Pokemon. They've tried to stop it, but they haven't. It's still very much doable. I don't know if he's, like, if the YouTuber Hayden still does it. Especially because I don't even think it's possible to do for the Switch, and he's been doing a lot of the Let's Go stuff lately. Well, lately he's been doing a Pokemon fan game. Like, he's been playing through that. But yeah. And there's a lot of competitive Pokemon players like myself who use the website Pokemon Showdown to play. Which basically just, well, it lets you just build whatever team you want and go play with it, under Smogon competitive rules. That Hydra is a real pain in my butt. I gotta remember, this thing plays like a sniper. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna put that right there. I'm also gonna put mine over here. Ow. I'm liking the Rapid Blaster, like, it's kind of fun to use, but it feels so bad to not be doing much of anything. Like, with almost every blaster, I feel like I could be fighting better if I was just using, like, the undercover or something. I have put an insane amount of time into that thing, but still. Yeah, let's try using Nautilus for a bit. I just need a break from blasters. It's been like 45 minutes. No, it's actually been close to an hour now of just blasters. Yeah, stream's up for an hour and 1 minute. Also, stream was a little late tonight. Once again, it's because I was busy doing things. Turbo trains. That's something I'm surprised I haven't talked more about is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Turbo Trains reminded me because, I mean, rank 10 trains is just a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just a bunch of trains. They somehow work together. I don't think they were ever really even intended to work together, but they do. So, you know. It works. Ow. I'm still not used to the fact that snipers can hold their charge. Hello, Wolfie. It is a long time no see moment. I've been pretty good. Haven't exactly been sleeping the best, like the best times, or even that restfully, but, you know, other than that, I've been doing pretty good. Ow. I'm guessing you've just given up there, Fox? No, just mostly myself nightmares. They're rather common. Ow. Yeah, she's been doing pretty okay. Not the best, but okay. Her parents, that's what's wrong. Basically, her parents are just being massive. I need to refrain from saying anything that could be construed as slander. Jerks. That's a good way to put it, and still keeping everything peachy. Oh geez, that is a lot of aerosprays. Yeah, she is physically okay. Mentally, she's doing a bit less okay, but she is hanging in there. No, I have not. Not since she blocked me a year or more ago. I still honestly wish that her, I, and Kayla could all be friends, but she has made it very clear that it will never happen, so... Well, if I went into exactly what happened, I'd be here all night. But to give a brief summary, Jess and I were friends. Then I met Kayla through the streams. I had, in the past of knowing Jess, because I did quite like her, I had asked her out, she told me no. I'm not the type to keep trying. If I'm told no, I stop. I was still friends with her, though. Kayla and I realized that we both had a crush on each other, and got together, and she had issue with that. Like, that's what the whole arguments were about, basically. And the whole, you know, blocking, and yeah. I say arguments, it was more just her yelling at Kayla and myself. Basically, yeah. Which tells me that she probably did like me back, but just wanted me to try harder, basically. And I'm not that type of guy. If I'm told no, I stop. I go away. Unless whoever it is wants to still be friends, in which case I'll still be friends with them. I'm not going to treat them any differently. She probably should have. I wouldn't say relationship problems. These are more things that happened years ago. Wolfie here is a really long-time viewer. As in 3 years ago-ish. You know, long ago. This stuff kind of happened. 2016. My memories around streaming are vivid. My memories when it comes to anything else are pretty... can be pretty, blank. But that's what trauma does. Yep. For the Wii U, yeah. You can still play the first Splatoon. There is no more Miiverse, but you can still play. I've actually even done a few occasional original Splatoon streams. I actually kind of want to do another one at some point soon. Ow. Oh, that's not good there, Agent Link. Not sure there is an official or easy way to clean out those fans. I think it's mostly only supposed to be on once it starts heating up. Yeah, Miiverse ending was a bit of a sad thing, especially for people like me who, like, I never really did anything with Miiverse, and I kind of regret it. Like, just hearing about it, it sounded like it was pretty fun, but I never really did anything with it, and I kind of regret that. Fair enough. I probably would have been just far too shy to ever actually make friends on something like that. Because I might not seem it because I'm streaming and I'm putting on a performance of talking, but in real life I do not talk anywhere near this much. I also don't tend to go out of my way to talk to people. Can't say I have. At least not that I remember, as far as dreams go. I have had the same dream consistently for like a month in the past, but like the exact same dream every night. See, I would do that, Fox, but, when I start, like, typing, I get really worried that I'm just being obnoxious. Ow. Brave Newbies. It's a clan I made. Because people were asking me to make a clan. So I made the clan, and there's like 3 members. Anyone is free to join. Even if they don't play Splatoon, they're free to join. I don't care. We're brave newbies, not competent people. Eh, it's okay there, Fox. Ow. Yeah, that's fine. Spread the brave newbies to the PS4 as well. I mean, I kinda stole the name. Because it is also the name of an alliance in EVE Online. It's actually where I kinda got the idea from. Yeah, that is basically how it works. Clans are more or less just a made-up thing. I mean, EVE Online is an MMO about thievery and stealing, so I think it's fine. It's perfectly acceptable. Plus, I'm a member of Brave Newbies, so... Oh, that was... I am very bad at this game. Ow. I've been a member of Brave Newbies in EVE Online for, I think, about a year now. Probably a little more, actually. No, it's probably going on 2 years. Jeez. Ow. Yeah, you've been asking a lot of how I've been doing. How have you been doing there, Wolfie? Which occurs to me, it would also be fairly accurate to call you Little Panda, because that's what I remembered calling you at some point. Yep. Aerosprays are amazing turf weapons. Oh, jeez, the rollers. And the Aerospray PG is just, honestly, probably the best. I know there's people who would disagree with me on that, but I don't care. I love it, and that's all that matters to me. Ow. I think on a lot of the older streams, like before I stopped putting tags on anything, there were still references from way back in the Splatoon, original Splatoon streaming days. Ow. Ow. But I stopped using tags, because I realized people were finding the streams more if they weren't tagged. And like, I don't know if that's just some weird YouTube conspiracy stuff, but it seems to be legitimately the case. Like, if you don't use tags, people will find your stuff more. Ow. Rip switch. It had a good life. Ow. Actually, I should grab my arrow spray. But I really don't want to add to the duplicate weapons in this lobby. Plus, this is for weapon practice, and I'm good at the arrow spray. That's why my Switch never stops charging. Ow. Like, I don't ever use it handheld, so I don't have to worry about the battery ever possibly, like, losing capacity. Because, like, I don't use it handheld. Ow. I know a lot of people do use it handheld, though. And I can see the appeal. I just don't do it. I play Splatoon, basically. And Splatoon don't work too well, so... Huh. That's weird. The arrow is definitely better facing a lot of rollers, I'll give you that. You might not be able to replicate that a lot, like that kind of a score, because rollers just really can't fight it. Okay, I'm gonna dig out my arrow spray. Here it is. And then there's my hat. There's, no, shoes. Yes, there we go. I don't tend to disconnect at all, like, ever. I mean, I do occasionally, I suppose. But arrow sprays! Everywhere! I mean, it could be something wrong with your Switch in some way. Might also be where your dock is placed. Like, if there's more between it there. Like, more between it and your wireless box there than when you're carrying it handheld. Because more stuff getting in the way does make the internet connection worse. Ow. Just remember, when searching things on the internet, search like you're a 5-year-old. As well. Like, you'll find more actual accurate results if you search as if you're a 5-year-old. Kind of silly. Ow. Like, basically search in the most basic way you can. Like, I can't think of a good example off the top of my head. I know it's definitely something that has led to my girlfriend just saying, I'm really good at searching for things on Google. I'm not really. Like, I suppose the best way to put it is summarize everything you're searching for, even if it's already really short. I wish I could think of an example. This is why I'm not in improv. Other than I would just outright be terrible at improv. Hello, T72, or I'm just calling it T72. Yeah, I kind of like the arrow spray. I love the PG. There's a lot of PGs going on in this game. Get a PG squad going on. Nah, I'd never do that. I would never make just the Splatfest team nothing but brave newbies. Yeah, the Aerospray is a really fun weapon. It's kind of in the same category as ink brushes. It's just... It's not a great gun for just as a gun, but it's fun. I don't know which one the MG is. Is that the silver or gold one? Ow. Okay, so it's the gold one. I'm not a big fan of the gold one. Like, I myself, I don't see the appeal of it. Like, I love hamster balls. Don't get me wrong. I love the hamster ball. I am a regular Mabel when it comes to that. But, if I want hamster balls, I tend to just play the undercover. That is my main. Ow. Oh, okay. I'm getting very confused. There's so many letters. I'm just gonna officially rename them now. The Sheldon's pick is Aerospray Bronze. And then there's silver and gold. That should keep them all much more separated. Makes a lot more sense, too. Ow. Not good with a lot of things. I'm better about not falling in water, but that's purely because there isn't a map with a lot of water in it. Ow. I'm bad with rain. It kills me all the time. Bad with colors. Because that's something I've come to find out since the original Splatoon streams there, Wolfie. I'm colorblind. Yeah, I would always fall. Even going back, I still almost always fall. That map is just evil. Yep, that is why everything is blue and yellow. I have color lock on. Because I am red-green colorblind. Like, I had always had trouble seeing things in the first Splatoon, but right, yeah, it's purple and yellow, isn't it? I see blue. That right there should say it all. Yeah, I can tell them apart. I actually turned color lock on because there is just some color combinations where I really can't. Like, the only way I would really know what was going on was that person's shooting me, that person isn't. Fox, that's just the colorblind experience. You don't know what's yours and what's theirs. You know some of it you need to deal with. I'm so dead. Ow. Before you go into a match, go into the options. And as far to the right as possible in the options menu, there's an option for color lock. At least I think it's as far to the right. Like, where you go in to change, like, how your Inkling or Octoling looks. So, hello, Link. Oh, geez. Now we have Agent Link and Link. Hope there won't be a fight between the two Links. Ow. Ow. My stream, a place friendships are formed, apparently. Or at least people scream about it. I know one of my frequent viewers, who isn't around at the moment, my girlfriend really wanted to be friends with him, so just at one point just popped into the chat, just in all caps, just, I want to be your friend! Ow. Yeah, I basically have the exact same rules I used to. Everything's still PG. No massive spamming of caps or emotes. If it makes sense for the situation, it's fine, but, you know. Yeah, GG's. That... How? How? I'll take it. Oh. Oh no, it's not heck. That's an acceptable word, though. That's PG. So is hell, really. Oh, as we're getting fricks up in here. My general basis for, like, what language is PG and not is if Kayla says it, it's PG. So, like, heck, frick, crap. They're all PG in my opinion. I mean, crap is one of them that just is PG. There's no arguing that. It's in Disney movies. Nope. Her parents would kill her if she did. She wants to. Like, I curse a lot when I'm away from stream. It is very much something I do a lot. But on stream I don't, because, well, I know I have a lot of younger viewers. So. I mean, I know I used to. Like, I believe I used to curse a fair bit. I don't anymore. I have gotten very much better about that. I know even back then, like, I was trying not to. I wasn't doing well, but I was trying not to. But yeah, Kayla had the audacity to say the A word one day. And... no, it wasn't the A word, it was the S word. I forgot. It was the S word that's similar to crap, but not quite. And her father basically sat down and scolded her for a good, like, 20 minutes. Like, I don't understand. Well, I do. Her parents are crazy. That's what it is. Yep. That it is. My friend code is also in the bottom left of the screen. I don't believe I've gotten any friend requests lately, so... Turning 19. Like, not long from now. I think you've been here before. I'm trying to remember. About to turn 23? Yeah, 23. Have not physically met her yet. It's still in the works. It will very hopefully be happening sometime this year. Like, it is remarkably hard to find someone to drive an hour and a half. With luck, it'll happen before the summer, basically. Fair enough. That is possible. I have gotten a fair few friend requests that are just from in-game. So... Ow. Also, thanks for subscribing, by the way. Also, yes, we both live in Canada. Provinces right next to each other, too. I'm in Nova Scotia, she's in New Brunswick. Ow. I need to always remember to watch the Twitch chat, because Restream is not working properly right now. Ow. Yep. Because her parents apparently don't like cursing. I don't understand. Alright, I'm guessing you're leaving there, T72. Have a good night, or day, or whatever it is for you. Currently still a yes. Yeah, as I said, have a good night, day, or whatever it is for you. I know this is late at night, I tend to get a few Australians, so that's day for them. Yeah, it's just downright silly. You're not wrong, Fox. I already know that her parents are not going to like me. And I am going to just probably laugh in their face about the whole thing. She is. I am not. Even still, though, there's a lot of curse words that she herself sees absolutely nothing wrong with, and I'm with her on that. I mean, there's a few words she won't use for obvious reasons. I still will, and she has no problem with it, but she herself won't use them. They know about me. They already don't like me much. Because, let's see, one time, she had me on speaker, and her mother burst into her room, and she did not want to talk with her mother at that moment. Asked her mother to leave, and her mother refused, so I piped up saying, "If your daughter wants you to leave, get out of her room." She was not best pleased about this. Her mother, that is. Kayla found it hilarious after the fact. In the moment, she was understandably quite worried. Because I had just did the dreaded thing of talking back to one of her parents. Basically. Oh, jeez. Ow. But then again, my parents were very much a say whatever you want kind of people. Yes, I did. Talk back to my own, too. I actually get into quite a few debates with my mother, because we disagree on a lot of things. Occasionally it can get quite heated. Her parents go past strict. I can't say what they go to, because that could be slander. But, yeah. The level they go to starts with the letter A. Yeah. Overprotective would imply they care. Like, I've known her for like a good 3 years now. And, yeah. They have 2 daughters. Only ever seem to care about either of them. They legitimately cut one of their own daughters off completely from them. Like, they just ignored her for quite a few years. The only time they care about their children is when they can personally gain something from it. If they can't, they don't care. Or at the very least, that's how they've acted for the past 3 years. So I doubt it's any different from how they acted normally. Oh, that was the worst Booyah Bomb ever of all time. Okay. That's what happens when I'm getting distracted and kind of annoyed thinking of her parents. Ow. Yep, her sister is older than her by a fair few years. I don't know how many years she's told me, I forget. But her sister is much older. Alright, folks. Her sister is moved out and on her own. Her sister legitimately, from the stories I've heard, and even her parents recounting it, so this is undoubtedly what happened. Her sister literally just moved out the moment she turned 18. Just left. Effectively just ran away from home in a way. Could I what? Splat you? I mean, you are on the enemy team. And yeah, basically from the moment her older sister moved out, she hadn't, like, Kayla had no contact with her. And her parents demonized her the entire time, and yeah. Because she had the audacity to leave. When, from what I understand, they were about to start charging her rent to live there, because she was working. Basically, yeah, they wanted money from her. They very much seem like the type of people that, like, if they do anything for you, they expect compensation. If they'll even do something for you. Currently, they are making Kalo work for them. They run a car dealership and loan agency themselves. So you know they're great people just from that. They have her working 5 days a week with an assumed amount of time put into it is as roughly about 8 hours a day, because she's to maintain their websites for them. She gets $100 a week. And they just keep piling on more and more work. $100 a week. They also have Kayla so terrified of going out that it's only really been the past, like, year that she started really even leaving the house much. Like... Yup. She gets weekends off. But... yeah, if they were officially, like, registering her as an employee, I would be reporting them. But they're not. They're literally abusing the fact that she will not tell them no to get free labor out of her. Or basically free labor. And it really annoys me. Well, it does more than annoy me. It pisses me off. Ow. They've basically controlled her life with fear. Then I came along, and I've started undoing a lot of what they've done. Which is... honestly really good. And also, I am still being very careful to not say anything that could be taken as slander, because, as I mentioned, they run a car dealership and loan agency. They have the money to, if I did say anything they didn't particularly like that could be considered slander, they could sue me. And I don't have the money to defend myself, because I am poor. I am very poor. I'm kind of glad I'm using the arrow spray right now. I don't think I could still be playing well with any other weapon. Yeah, it is definitely not fun to beat her. I'm not meaning to take my wrath out on everybody, it's just working out that way. Maybe I can play a blaster better now. Those are apparently good weapons to play when you're angry. Nah, I'm gonna grab a slosher. Nah, I'm gonna keep my special charge up stuff on, because I love Burst Bomb Rush. It's just a very satisfying special. Honestly, I am too. Like, it is scary to me to think of where she would be had she not met me. Because to give some context, and I don't know how much of this she's really okay with me saying, but I doubt she'll have much of a problem with it. Before she came to the stream initially, and met me, she had no friends, was terrified of making friends, her parents were discouraging her from making friends, and then she found me. Like, to give you an idea of, like, to the level they were discouraging her from making friends. One of her old friends lived, I think still lives across the street from her. But, anytime she's asked, like, hey, do you think, you know, so-and-so would still want to be friends with me? The response is, no, they've probably moved on. I want to note, this friend also just, from what she's told me, just kind of randomly stopped hanging out with Kayla, so I'm assuming her parents really had something to do with that. I can't say if they actually did, but it seems highly likely. But these days, she does also have more than just me. She has a bunch of friends now. She has like a scary number of friends for me, but that's because I don't really have many friends. Well, I say that. I tend to consider everyone who watches the streams here a friend, so... Ow. I don't even know where those torpedoes were coming from. So bad with sloshers, though. Ow. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I consider everyone that comes here a friend. So, assuming they're not a jerk, then then I don't. Like a very certain Twitch viewer who I should really just let that die, but I refuse. Well, we had a disconnect, so that's probably why. We can't really leave spawn. Apparently we both got 5 kills, even though I don't really remember splatting anyone. I need to change my gear around, though. Getting the Burst Bomb Rush faster is neat, but... I don't know. Come back, that'll help. And... swim speed. I shall come back swimming. Yeah, your internet doesn't seem to be doing too well, at the moment there, Fox. Hope it's not falling back to what it was before, when you were having your internet issues a while back. Unless it's just never been fixed. I actually read it as splatted first. I wouldn't have noticed had you not corrected yourself. That's the thing with a lot of people that come to the streams. It's like, oh, this. Like, oh, I read it as that. I've not actually used any device that has autocorrect on it, ever, in my life. Like, my Android device does not have autocorrect. Ow. Ah, okay. I don't know how that stuff works. All I know is at one point when I was in school, the school had like an internet blackout. Like the internet just was not working. So one of my teachers did a hotspot thing with her phone so that we could do a project we were supposed to be doing. First bomb rush. Yeah, I am seriously hoping to have Kayla moved in here, like, before the summer. Kind of silly thing is, like, aside from just getting her out of her parents' house, my biggest reason is there are so many series I want to do with her for the channel. And we just can't do them over the internet. It just doesn't work. Getting everything set up right is just nearly impossible. I don't know. Because the Splatooniverse doesn't want you to survive? I don't know. Alright, Agent Link. Have a good night, or day, or whichever it is for you. The higher-ups, you mean? Or I suppose it's on high or something like that. I think it's the higher-ups, though. Ow. So I apologize for burping right there. I suppose the appropriate response is, excuse me. These cough drops make me gassy. But they make my throat not want to kill me. So that's great. Hey, you seem to be disconnecting a lot there tonight, Fox. I think it'd be your mobile network, if I understand how those things work right. Just your phone network hates you. No beacons. No beacons. Eh. I don't think I can quite get it over. I don't even think there is a beacon still there. No, there isn't. Cool. Oh, both of you have beacons. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Which roller would it be? And I'm like, oh, those are both crack-ons. The roller of hamster balls. I think I almost dealt with all the beacons again. That might be why. Alright, Bucks. Have a good night. Of course not, Link. If you're an Octoling, how could you save Hyrule? For like the 12th to 15th time. You'd really think they'd give that job to Tingle every now and again. Though I suppose, outside of North America, they did. In North America, we didn't. I suppose Disney was saving Hyrule for him. But he's still the hero in some games! Though I must ask, Link, do you like Skyward Sword? Because I love that game. I know it's a very touchy Zelda game. That is okay. I do know it's like one of the most controversial Zelda games ever made, I think. I think I've played literally every Zelda game that isn't a DS or 3DS handheld Zelda. Purely because I just haven't owned any of them, and the DS Zeldas because they're touchscreen based and I'm left-handed. Left-handed is not a thing Nintendo likes. You're not left. If you're left-handed, you're just out of luck. Though I have now seen, oh jeez, what is it called? The boat one that's on the DS. Phantom Hourglass. That's its name. I have now seen a playthrough of that, because thank you, Chugga Conroy. Much like with Kid Icarus Uprising, he's letting me enjoy games that I can never play myself. Though I might be able to get away with the Phantom Hourglass, but it'll definitely be difficult. I honestly kind of want to, at some point, do a series on Skyward Sword, actually. Though I really want my girlfriend playing it, because she's never played it. And possibly do, like, just swapping back and forth kind of thing. That's fine. It's not like you were a Luna Blaster or anything. Though, even though I've played so many Zelda games, I don't think any of them will ever top Majora's Mask for me. And I also still really need to actually get past the beginning of Wind Waker. I get bored out of my mind before I get past, like, the... Oh, jeez, I forget what it's called now. Basically, the opening of the game. I get bored out of my mind. The point where Link has his sword taken from him just after you get the sword. I have no attention span. I know Wind Waker is like one of the best games. Yeah, I quite liked Twilight Princess. It took me a few attempts of getting bored to get through the opening of it as well. It's the same with almost every 3D Zelda game. Their openings are so long. Then you get, like, the handholds, like, you know, Link's Awakening. Link's on a beach. Boom, wake up. Here you go. Let's do this. Here's a sword. Go fight evil. The 3D games. You're a great hero, and you must save this land. But here, have all this character development for characters that you may or may not care about. Yeah, as I said, I haven't even beat the game once yet, because I have not even got past the opening of the game. Which I still feel, like, really bad for, because it's, like, it's supposed to be, like, one of the best, but... Oh, jeez. Also, this team had a disconnect. What is with all the disconnects? The Momo. Is that like Momo from Avatar? Just with toe in his name? I have the Wii Twilight Princess and both the original and HD versions of Wind Waker. Because my oldest brother really liked Wind Waker, they got it for him twice. I mean, the HD version of Wind Waker is also supposed to be better than the original. Like, from what I understand, like, they shortened one of the most monotonous side quests in the game. So... Ow. Ow. Yeah, I don't think any Zelda game for me will ever end up beating Majora's Mask. There's just... It's so beautifully made. Like, I've seen the 3DS remake, and I would never play that. Get the original. Pirate it if you have to. Buy the 3DS one and then pirate the original. Like, it's that good, the original. The remake really messed up a lot of stuff. For no good reason. But, like, it's so beautiful. It's one of the only 3D Zeldas that just gets you, you know, right into the game. And your mission is so simple, but so complex at the same time. Stop the moon from falling. Which starts as, oh, okay, I'll just go beat up Skull Kid. Which turns into, oh, okay, I gotta go find these giants. So they can just hold the moon up and return it to space for me. Which then turns into, oh no, these giants aren't enough. I do have to go beat up Skull Kid. Also, one of the lore books for, and it is a very hard game. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a hard Zelda game. It's a lot easier if you use the reverse Song of Time. Give yourself, like, double the amount of time per set of 3 days. Ow. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I had a nice one going. I legit lost my train of thought. I'm not getting tired. Ow. Double kill with Burst Bomb Rush. Like, I know one of the things the 3DS version really messed up was the Zora swimming. Like, in the original, the Zora swimming is, like, the best swimming in any video game ever. Like, it's so fluid and works really well. It takes a little bit to get used to. Much like the aiming in Splatoon. It takes a bit to get used to. But once you get used to it, oh man, it is beautiful. Ow. Yeah, that's Ocarina of Time. Navi. I actually, controversial opinion, I don't like Ocarina of Time. It was my first Zelda game, and I don't like it. The opening is slow. Like, a lot of the gameplay just feels clunky. At least to me. Like, a lot of the characters can be decently memorable, but, like, I find they're more memorable when you meet them in Majora's Mask. The Zelda Universe Facebook page did a poll, like, a few months ago at this point, of, like, who's more, like, which one do you like more, Navi or Fi? And literally, like, the majority of the vote is people being like, oh yeah, you know, Fi's just annoying because, oh, the battery warning. And then you get people that are on Fi's side just like, no, Navi is incredibly obnoxious. Unless you play with the game muted, you're going to be hearing Navi going, hey, listen, almost all the time. The only real things Fi does that can be seen as annoying is repeating information that you've just been told throughout the first 3/4 of the game. Which makes sense. Fi doesn't trust Link. She doesn't trust any human. She isn't designed to trust. She is designed. Meanwhile, Navi repeats all that same information to you, basically. Only, well, basically offering you a prompt every 2 seconds to hear everything again as well. I was on Fi's side, only I was in the comments as well, just arguing with people. Well, I would say arguing. I was more just providing an opposing viewpoint, and they were turning it into arguments. Like, I was just pointing out mostly the reasons why their arguments were kind of silly. But usually, you know, following up with, you know, it's fine you think differently. It's great. Because that's the way I go at everything. Someone thinks differently than me? Great. I love that. I like being able to disagree, but still getting along with people. Look at me and Rand. I don't think we agree on almost anything, yet I'd say me and Rand are probably pretty good friends. I mean, it's gotten to the point where he's come to me for advice, so on life things. I'm like the last person you want advice from for life on, but you know. But like the strongest anti-Fee argument is, oh man, battery warning, which is the only other kind of annoying thing that I myself never really deal with. Because it's only an issue if you don't change your batteries when you notice the Wii remote's getting low on battery. If you pay attention to the Wiimote when you turn like the Wiimote on, the lights blinking at the bottom, like where it's the register 1 through 4, it'll blink down there for how charged the Wii remote is. Like, if it's getting low, replace the batteries. They're getting low. If Fee didn't have that battery warning, people would complain because she didn't warn them about their batteries dying. There's just no winning for poor Fee. Even though I think she's the companion that cared the most about Link. To the point where I think by the end of Skyward Sword, it could be safely said that Fee loved Link. And then you get the other companions, like Navi, who just, end of quest, okay, bye. I'm leaving now. At the very least, like, Tattle just goes back, well, yeah, Tattle and Tail just go back to traveling together. Midna returns to whatever she's doing. True, but I wouldn't count those 4 as the same sort of deal. Because they're not exactly like... Well, they don't fill the fairy role. There really isn't a fairy role for Breath of the Wild. I mean, let's be honest, in Breath of the Wild, Link is quite the ladies' man. A lot of them ladies want a piece of him. A lot of the characters in Breath of the Wild want a piece of Link, yeah. But like, even like Ciela. As much as Ciela does grow to like Link, it is definitely more of a, you know, friend thing. I mean, Link is helping her recover her memories. But, you know, even still, like, she leaves, and it's not really like a reluctant leave. The end of Skyward Sword, Fee does not want to go, but she knows she has to. Like, she knows it's for the best. Like, that she has to become the Master Sword. If she doesn't, then, you know, there is no Master Sword. She does it with the knowledge that she will be technically with Link forever. Because over the adventure, Fee grows to not just, well, like, grow to trust Link, she grows to really care for him. I mean, how could you not? That goofy boy is just adorable. But, Ow. Though, funnily enough, I think Skyward Sword was also the game that's... No, wait, no. No, Wind Waker started it. I was about to say, I think it's the game that started the main, like, Link-Zelda shipping. But no, that was Wind Waker with Tetra/Zelda. Them being probably the most shippable between the two. I love how there's, like, just you talking there, Link. There's, like, apparently 6 people watching on YouTube. Lord knows how many are watching on Twitch. Just talking about Zelda while playing Splatoon. Welcome to my streams, everybody. This is what you should get used to, because this is just how it works. I talk about things that are generally not the actual game that's being played. Because you guys can see what's being played. I don't need to talk about that. I mean, I'll still go out when I die. Let's see. It's been a while since I used dualies. I'm gonna use dualies. I should really try doing a Breath of the Wild stream again at some point. I kind of missed the mark with, like, catching the main popularity of that game. Because, like, I tried streaming it, like, I want to say, like, 5-6 months ago at this point. And, like, no one wanted that. Like, I had no viewers. So I just kind of put it on the shelf with I'll go back to that at some point. Like, I enjoy the game. I've never actually beaten it. And I also own none of the DLC for it either. Like, I get started, and when it comes to Zelda games, specifically Zelda games, I am very much a completionist. I want to 100% them. So you can understand how me, as someone that doesn't have a whole lot of time, walks about 10 steps, picks up a rock, and yaha! And then I turn the game off because, oh gods, Korrix! They're everywhere! Other random rocks and just randomly around, they throw boulders at you. They're just generally a nuisance. But they're a collectible. Ow. I keep dying to Minty Fresh, so... It's very fitting, because I don't like Mint, and I guess Mint doesn't like me either. Yep, I have a Twitch stream going as well. though Restream chat isn't working properly. I'm streaming via Restream, which basically means I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. And normally there's a chat bot that carries the chat back and forth. It isn't this time, for whatever reason. I'm gonna probably have to reset everything about it. Because that's the usual answer, is like, oh, just reset everything. It's like, That's not exactly the most appealing answer. There is currently one person on Twitch. So hello, singular Twitch viewer. I hope you are enjoying the stream. At least as far as the view counter says, there's only one over there. There might be more. View counters are often wrong. Yeah, 'cause I don't even think the chat is showing up on screen. Oh, no, it is. Okay, when your chat shows up on the screen, they can see it. So, it's just you can't see their chat because Restream isn't picking it up for whatever reason. Nah. Also, whoever that one ugly girl is needs someone to walk up to them and just go, no, they're beautiful. Don't care what they look like, they're beautiful. All about positivity here. I mean, ain't no one got time for negativity. Least of which me. I don't got time for much. Ow. I just walked face first into a carbon roller. Yeah, you saying that just reminded me, I've also never actually beaten a Mario platformer. I need to do that at some point. I plan on streaming it, because I am bad at platformers. Ow. But, like, I want to beat Mario 3, or Mario World. Like, one of the SNES ones. And I can actually, like, stream SNES games now, which is great. I just need an SNES controller that works properly. Because mine are kind of old and don't work the best. One of which, the D-pad is just done for. And the other, D-pad works, but that's the only thing that works. Well, that and the select button. Because the select button also doesn't work on the one that the D-pad doesn't work on. Ow. At least my ink storm got going. They seem really good. Like, they even use that special properly, which is kind of scary. I have killed them for you. I've killed a lot of their team. Ow. Is that they are very good and they are alive again now, but I have killed them once. Ow. Thank you for killing Minty for me. Yeah, I think that will be the final match for the stream. Because it's about time for the stream to end off, and I am really tired. So. But I would like to inform everyone I do have a Discord. The link is in the description on YouTube and in the info on Twitch. I will be back streaming tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow is Pokemon Emerald, to continue that along. That will be at 3 p.m. Atlantic time if I don't sleep through it, and if I do sleep through it, then the only stream tomorrow will be at midnight Atlantic time, or 11 p.m. Eastern. Atlantic time's an hour ahead of Eastern. It's weird. Yeah, well that's it. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for some Pokemon Emerald. See you all then.